See, when I pulled this thing off here, I've got it all snapped back into place and stuff, and I've got that coming out. I should have made sure I saw which direction this came out. Did this come out over the white wire like that? Or did it come out facing that direction over the blue wire? If you look back on this video, you'll probably be able to see what it is. And you know what? I'm going to make a guess, a good guesstimate, that it was over the white wire, this outlet, because here's the side of it is right coming out of there. So if I take that, that's going to shove straight back down there. I don't think I turned those wires around too far. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on that red goodie and snap this back over that. And I'm hoping that's in the right direction inside, because like I say, had that not have fallen out of there, then I could put that in knowing that I'm in exactly where I'm supposed to go, okay? So once I snap that in, I put it all back together. If it's not on high, I'm going to have to pull this all apart again and be real careful knowing how to do this. But hey, if I take it out once, I can do it again, right? And so can you. My loss is your gain. And that's what these videos are all about. It's not about me doing it right the first time. It's you seeing what I've got to go through to fix something, and it's for you to learn from my mistakes. Capiche? Alright. See if I can snap this back on there. And it looks like my square is going in the right direction and everything. Just going to have to be careful when I pop this back on. Last thing I want is for that all to pop out of place, you know? Looking at that, hey, so far so good. It looks good. And you know what? I couldn't tell you 100% if that is correct or not. But I'm going to go plug that up. And see, I got it snapped in there. Good. I'm glad those wires didn't fall out. But if those wires did fall out, you look at it and figure it out. I know you'll figure it out. How to put those little Z-bar things back in. But before I fish this back down in there and all that, all I'm going to do, think about it, we're just going to go and plug this in, and then we can turn the ceiling fan on and see if it's right. We don't have to put it all back up there and screw it all back together and everything, do we? All we got to do is take this one connection, plug that back in, and then we can try it up against the wall, the fan switch, and see what we got. Okay? Okay, you got to look at this and make sure you're getting it in the right holes, because I can turn this all the way around and still plug it in, but it's not going to fit, will it? Actually, it wouldn't fit that way because of the prong setup, but okay, so I can just push this together and make sure I get it in all the way. I think I do. I can leave that dangle like that, right? I can turn the ceiling fan on and see if it's in the fast position. No tricks. You get to see exactly what I go through to try to fix something. Let's get back over here and turn this thing on, see what happens. Okay, I've got the ceiling fan on. Haven't done anything. I'm going to shine this back up here. Look at this. You know what? I think I got it. Oh yeah. Woo! I thought I was going to have to pull this whole thing apart again because I wasn't 100% sure after all that, those screws and that spring fell apart. But by golly, this is on high speed. I know this is on high speed. And if you have any questions, if it's on high speed or not, if you got another ceiling fan, you can turn on another ceiling fan in your house, your condo, your apartment, whatever, and you can make a determination if this fan is on high or not. Even if you don't have another ceiling fan, when you look at it, before you pull this all apart, I want you to look at that and imagine that ceiling fan going around and see if you think that it was going slower than this, and I'll tell you, it was going way slower than this. Okay? So that tells me it's working. That's great. Now I've got to pull that apart and bring it down and put it back together. Isn't it funny how the smallest things, as fixing something like this, can get somebody excited? I can stop it by my hand when it's going that slow. Okay, now I just got to undo this here again. Wiggle it back and forth like I did before. Jeez. Man. Wow. Ugh. My hands are greasy again. All this tedious work with these little plastic fittings and stuff gets your hands kind of greasy. And then they start slipping. Oh, gee. Oh. Get my little towel up here. Wipe off my hands. Get that. It's just a little slippery is all. Just a hair, you know? Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Look at that. Okay. There it is. Bring this back down to the floor. We gotta screw this back on there. Okay, let's see, I gotta get that back down. See that hole there? There's that side hole that's gonna fit down. And remember, we got this facing up. Remember that was facing up in here, so we know that's right. We know these side pieces are clicked in. And so now, we just have to kind of push this back down in there and fish it out the hole. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, like that. Maybe I should fit it in that way, like that. It'll go. I just gotta kind of reroute these wires or something. Okay. Yes. Okay, there. Alright, like that. Make sure these wires aren't binding too much. Looks like they're okay. Looking at them. Okay, now we take our little deal there and screw it back on there. That's just going to hold that into place. Right? There.